Hey, what's going on guys? This is Jim Fahad, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to create a WordPress website step by step. In this tutorial you can learn how to create any website design that you can possibly imagine. Specifically in this tutorial I will show you how to create a personal portfolio website, but following the principle of this tutorial you can make any kind of website. We're gonna be using an awesome drag and drop page builder plugin that allows you to have 100% control over the customization of your website. And it's super easy to use and there's no coding involved at all. So whether you are a complete beginner or you have made a website before, this tutorial will show you how to create a beautiful, fully functional website like this that's 100% responsive on mobile device, tablet, and desktop. I will show you how to change text and fonts. I will show you how to create buttons and customize them however you like. I will show you how to add your own photos and backgrounds to your site. I will show you how to add YouTube or Vimeo videos as background. I will show you how to add an image gallery with a nice lightbox, how to add awesome section dividers, how to embed latest blog post inside homepage with cool design. I will show you how to create a working contact form, how to embed Google Maps inside of your website, and so on. So first, let me introduce myself, the instructor. My name is Jim Fahad. I'm a professional web developer. I have been developing websites for more than 10 years now. I started my career as a freelance web developer on a website called Odesk. Right now it's Upwork.com. However, I'm not regular on that website because I get a lot of website orders from my personal website, that's jimfahaddigital.com. If you want, you can also contact me through my website, but you don't have to do that because by following this tutorial, you can make your own website by yourself. I'm telling all this beforehand only to make sure that you're learning from a real web developer. Now let's get started. Okay, so before we get started, why are we using WordPress? Well, because WordPress is the world's most popular website builder on the market. So you may see ads for Wix or Squarespace or other website builders, but unlike those, WordPress is free and it powers more than 30% of all websites on the entire internet, which is a lot of freaking websites. So needless to say, it's the best way to make a website. Now in this tutorial, I will be showing you how to get a domain name, which is about $5. But I will also show you how you can get your domain name for free for the first year. And I will also be showing you how to get web hosting, which is about $2 to $7. That's all, there's no other hidden cost. So what is web hosting? Well, web hosting is just renting space on a server that's connected to the internet so that you can fill the server with all of your pictures and videos and text and other media to build your website and then publish it for the world to see. Web hosting is a must-have if you want to own your own website. There is no other way around it. Now there are such things as free websites, but there are a lot of downsides of that. You will not own your own domain name. It would be something like your domain name.wix.com or your domain name.squarespace.com or whoever is hosting this free website for you. You cannot upload plugins to help with the functionality of your website, and you are also limited to a very small number of themes for the customization of your website, and you can't upload new ones. You also cannot monetize your website with ads in order to make money with it, and your website could be deleted at any point if the hosting provider feels like you have violated their terms of service. So that's why I recommend getting own web hosting. Okay, so let's get started. Step number 1 is to get a domain name and web hosting. So first, just click on the very first link in the description below this video, or you can go to jimfahaddigital.com/hosting, and this will take you to a special discounted Bluehost page. So why Bluehost? In my opinion, Bluehost is the best web hosting provider. I'm a web developer. I tried so many other web hosting companies. I don't want to mention their name, but I personally ended up using Bluehost. Hundreds of my clients using Bluehost and they never complain about using it. If you see my Bluehost account, I have hosted tons of websites here and I never get a downtime. Their customer support is really cooperative in case you need any help, and their price is really affordable. That's why I always recommend Bluehost. So now click on Get Started. Here you can see their different plans. The main difference between them: with the basic plan, you can host only one domain. You can take their Plus or Choice Plus plan if you want to host unlimited domains. Also, you can take their Pro plan if you have millions of visitors on your website already. I recommend starting with the basic plan. Then in future, you can upgrade that anytime. Now let's select the basic plan. Now we will select our domain name. If you already have a domain name that you want to use, you can just go ahead here on the right. But for now, I'm gonna get a new one. Now here, let's try for something like apple.com and click next. It says the domain apple.com cannot be used on Bluehost. Please try a different domain name. It should be because we cannot take that because we all know that's Apple's official website. So we will be typing our own domain name here, and also if you click on the right side, you can see .site, .net, .info websites. I always recommend to take .com websites because it looks more professional and legit. So I'm gonna type here, let's say our Elementor.com, as we are going to make our website through Elementor page builder, and now click on next. It says our Elementor.com is available. That's awesome. And here we need to put our account information. I'm putting mine here really fast only to not make you bored. Okay, here you can see the business name field. If you don't have a business, just keep it blank or put your full name. But here's the most important thing, that's your email address. Make sure you put your correct email address because after completing purchase, a receipt will be sent to that email address. So make sure you put your best email address here. Alright, now scroll down. Here's the package information and it's automatically set to 36 months. And this is gonna be your cheapest plan. So yes, you're paying for 36 months upfront, but it comes out to only around $3.95 a month. So this is 50% off. That's gonna be your biggest discount. Now what I recommend is to just do 12 months if you don't want to commit to the 36 months or 24 months. It's still 33% saving and it's only around $5.95 a month. And you also have your domain name for 12 months. So no more additional cost for your domain for these 12 months. And here you got package extras. First, here is the option for domain privacy. Having domain privacy is good, and I always recommend having domain privacy so no one gets to know who is the owner of the website. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm deselecting this one. Let's click on turn it off. Because I don't want to hide myself at this moment, I want to be transparent, so if anyone knows I own this website, I have no problem. You can keep this one checked if you want, not a big deal. I'm also deselecting all other options they are offering. We actually don't need that. They are just upselling their stuff. Alright. Now you can see the price is now only $71.40 for the full year, including the domain. That's awesome. And I'm legally obligated to tell you that this is my affiliate link. So I do get a little bit of commission off of this, but it does save you a ton of money. And it helps fund these free YouTube tutorials, what I'm doing. So everybody wins. I really appreciate it. And here is the payment information. I'm putting my credit card number here, expiration date and CVV code. Then select this one here so that you are agreed to their terms and policy. Now click on submit. It says your purchase was a success. Also, you can see here is your receipt. They will also send it to your email. I'm also waiting to get that email. Meantime, we can create our Bluehost account. So let's click on this create account button here. Here's the domain name that's automatically selected. Now let's create our password. Create a really strong password combining capital letters, numbers, special characters. You know how to make a strong password. And then retype the password in the second field. Now check this once again that you have agreed with their terms and policy. Now click on create account. I already have received an email to confirm my purchase. So I'm opening my email. You will also get an email like this. Then click here, verify your email. It's very important. So it's now verified. Awesome. Now let's log in into our Bluehost account with the domain name and password we have just created. If you're logging in for the first time, you may see a pop-up like this. Like it says, let's create a website. Bluehost actually want to help you to make the website. Just click at the very bottom there. I'm not creating a website because I will be showing you everything step by step, and skip all of these pop-ups because we don't need any of that. Cool! We have successfully registered our domain name and web hosting. Congratulations! So far, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I will try my best to help you personally. So now we can move on to step number 2, which is to install WordPress. And for some reason, if you logged out, then log in again. Now from left menu bar, click on My Sites. Then you can click here Create Site or here Create a WordPress site. I'm clicking here. So let's now add a site name and site tagline. We can change that anytime. So I'm putting a site name Jim Fahad Production. And site tagline, it deserves to be seen. Now let's click on Advanced. Here you need to put your email address, your username and password for your WordPress. So I'm putting my email address here. WordPress admin username, I want to name it Jim Fahad. And here let's put a password. Do you want to see my password? I'm clicking here on show. So it's ABC123. I will of course show you how you can change it later. So for now, click on next, close this browser pop-up. Now it says where we want to install our WordPress. So make sure you keep this directory blank, and here is your domain name selected. And Bluehost here is suggesting some free plugins, but we don't need that. Let's deselect this all. Now click next. Awesome, it says WordPress installed successfully. Now you can copy these informations right here and save that somewhere on your computer where you can access it again later. And click here to show your password. Actually, I intentionally gave this an easy password that's ABC123. Never ever use this kind of easy password. I'm showing you shortly how you can change that password. We can now sign into WordPress by clicking here, but this is not the usual way because all the time you cannot log in this way. I mean from this page, this button, right? So you should get used to signing into WordPress all the time is by going up to a new window and typing in your domain name /wp-admin. So I'm typing here my domain name Elementor.com/wp-admin and click enter. So we can see our WordPress login page here. That means WordPress has installed successfully. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes to 24 hours to process this installation, and this process is called propagation. It basically has to let everyone know that, hey, this new domain name now exists and registered. But we can see our website instantly. They actually say it might take 30 minutes to 24 hours, but I've been using Bluehost for more than 10 years. I always get domain live immediately. Actually, that's another reason why I love Bluehost. So now you know that your domain name is working. So go ahead and just gonna type in my name, which was the user that I created, and I'm gonna type that easy password ABC123. You can click this eye icon to show it. Now let's click on login. So here we are inside the WordPress dashboard and it looks like crazy right now with all these notifications and such. So just go ahead and click on the X on everything that you see. Cool. Just kind of cleaning things up makes it look a lot better. So the next thing we're gonna do is change our password to a strong password, not that ABC123. So to do that, just going over to users and from there click on your profile and then just scroll all the way to the bottom and then you will see account management here. Now here's the option for setting new password. Now click on generate password. So now instead of that ABC123, I want to put my strong password. Though it says weak, but I'm happy with it because it may not be that much strong, but it's easy to remember for me. So I'm clicking here confirm use of weak password. Now to save this password, click this update profile button here. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to step number 3, which is to activate a new theme. And the theme we're gonna be using is called Flux. So in order to get Flux, we're just gonna go over to Appearance and over here just click on Themes. You can see that these are currently installed themes. We got 2019, 17, 2020, 16 and right now 2020 theme is activated. So at this moment, if we want to see how our website is looking, just go over at the top left here. Under your site's name, you can see a drop down, say visit site. I'm opening it from a new window. So this is our current website looks like. It's super boring, super plain. Yeah, so we are gonna go ahead and start changing. So I'm just gonna cancel out this. And now to add our theme, we can click here at this big box, add new theme, or at the top here, we can upload any theme. For now, let's just click on this big add new theme button. You can see hundreds of free themes here at this page. So what is WordPress theme? Theme is basically the look and feel of your website. Here you can see hundreds of themes, so there's hundreds of different looks and feels. I will be using Flux because I like that one and it has a lot of free customization options. So I'm going here at the right top search bar and typing in Flux. It's PHLOX. Here you go. So this is the Flux theme. Let's now just click on install. Now click activate. So our Flux theme is activated and in the notification, they are suggesting to install their Flux core plugin. So I'm installing that. Let's click on install Flux core plugin. Cool. And as we are using Flux theme, installing this core plugin is really important. So let's make sure our plugin is activated correctly. To check that, let's go over on the left. Here from plugins, let's click on installed plugins. Here you can see all the plugins including the Flux core plugin. Other plugins came with by default as we have installed our WordPress using Bluehost. But we don't need any of these, so let's delete all of these. So to delete it, I'm selecting all this together by clicking here. I'm only deselecting the Flux core elements plugin here. And let's first deactivate all of them. So I'm click here, deactivate. And let's now click on apply. Now select all again and deselect the Flux core elements plugin. And now click on the bulk action, click on delete, click apply. It says I'm sure or not. Yes, I'm sure. Click OK. Cool, our all unnecessary plugins are gone. Now let me show you another thing. If you accidentally delete any necessary plugin, how you can activate that again. So for now, only to show you, I'm deleting this Flux core elements plugin. So let's first deactivate it, apply. Now let's delete this plugin. So if we now want to get that plugin again, let's go to here, add new at the top. You can see here all the available plugins. These all are free. Now from here, let's search for Flux core elements. Here I'm searching Flux core elements and here it is. Let's now click on install now and activate it again. By the way, if you don't know what a plugin is actually extra add-ons or extra apps like things that add extra features or functionalities into your website. Okay, cool. Now I also want to add another plugin that's called Classic Editor. So I'm clicking here on add new and I'm searching for Classic Editor. So here's the Classic Editor plugin. So why am I using this plugin? I'm showing you the reason for really quick. If we now go to post here And let's now click on add new from a new tab. Now let's have a look. This is the WordPress default page or post editor. It's Gutenberg editor, but I'm not really a big fan of this. That's why I'm installing Classic Editor plugin. So let's now click install now and activate it. So if we now go to add new post page and refresh it, see, this is our Classic Editor. I like this editor very much because it's super easy to use like Microsoft Word. We will discuss it later. For now, let's close this. Alright, so now we just have activated our new theme and plugins. And if we now have a look how our website is looking, let's click on visit site from a new tab. It's still looking really boring because we actually have not built anything for the website yet. So in order to build it, we need to get our page builder plugin. So step number 4 is to activate page builder plugin. So now we are going to install the awesome page builder plugin called Elementor. So I'm just gonna go to jimfahaddigital.com/Elementor125. I will put that link in the description. So on that page, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see a link says get Elementor. Now click here. And from here we can download our page builder by clicking here free download button, or from here this download button I'm clicking here. Here we need to put our email address, so I'm giving here mine. And now click on subscribe and download. It started downloading here. So it's been downloaded on my desktop here. Now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And from plugin on the left, you can click here add new. And at the very top you can see a button says upload plugin. I'm clicking here. Now let's click here choose file and select the zip file that we have just downloaded and click on open. Now click install now. Now click on activate plugin. Okay, cool. So now that our Elementor page builder has been installed and activated. Okay, we can now move on to step number 5, that's customize our website. So this is the fun part. This is where we're gonna start dragging and dropping and building out our website. So first we need to create our home page and other pages. So to do that, let's go to pages here and then click over here all pages. You can see some sample pages came by default with WordPress, but we don't need these. So let's select this all, then bulk action, click move to trash and apply. By the way, these pages are not permanently deleted. If we want to delete these pages permanently, let's go to trash and let's now select all again, bulk action, select delete permanently and click on apply. Okay, let's now create our page. So to do that, let's click on add new button at the top here. So the first page I want to name it home, and for now I want to keep everything empty because we will be creating our page using Elementor page builder. So for now keep everything empty and click on publish. Now let's create another page, click on add new. Let's create a blog page, click on publish, and another page. Let's create contact and click on publish. So we have created our home page, though that page has no content at this moment. Now what we need to do next is tell WordPress to use this blank page as our home page, because if we go to our website right now, click on visit site, let's close this. You can see it's not using this new page that we have created called our home page. It's got this stuff on it. It says hello world, which is actually a post. So we need to tell WordPress to use the correct page. So to do that, let's go to the top here, customize, click here. So this is the customizer of our website. Let's now scroll down at the very left. You can see here homepage settings, click here. Now from here, your homepage displays, click a static page. And for home page, I want to select the page we have just created called home. Cool. So now you can see this is our blank home page. And this is actually the footer right here. So we actually need put stuff in between the header and footer. We're gonna be building it out ourselves. Alright, now go ahead and click on here, publish. And then at the very left, click on this X to close this. Alright, we are now ready to go. This is our blank home page. Now we will start creating this page to an amazing page. So first click on the top here, edit page. Now click on this big button, edit with Elementor. As we are going to make our page by using this awesome page builder. Now first let me familiarize you with this amazing Elementor page builder. So here on the left, all these you are seeing are Elementor elements or Elementor widgets. Basically you can just drag all these from left to the right inside of your real website, and on the right side this is basically your main website. So here you can see this plus icon. If you click on this plus icon, you will find to pick different structure option like single column, double column, 3 column section, 4 column section, like that. So let's first take a big single column section. Click here. So this is our section inside this blue border, and inside this section we have our column. You can see a column icon. So if we now click on this column icon, now this column is selected. So you can see a gray border line. That means our column is now selected, and if we click on the 6 dots here, now our section is selected. Like on the left, you can see at the top here it says edit section. So whatever edit we will be doing right now, that will make effect on that section. So if we now want to add a background color on this section, first make sure this section is selected, and now from left click on this style tab. Then inside background you can see background type. So we want to take a classic background. So first click on this classic or paintbrush tool icon. Now click on color, and from this color picker you can take any color you want, like black or red or white, anything you want. For now just keep it black for the moment. Now click outside. So here inside this section you can take any kind of elements. So to take an element you can click on this plus icon, or from this left menu you can see an icon like Rubik's Cube. You can click over here. So here is all the widgets or elements. Let's now drag a heading inside of this column first. We cannot see the text because our background is black and our text color is also black. So to change the text color, from left let's go to style. Here you will find text color. Click here. Let's make it white so we can see the text properly. Click outside. Now you can see the heading text. So if you want to change the text, you can click over here, and then you can see a pencil icon here. Click on that. Now let's go to contents here. Now you can change your text by typing here, or you can change the text from inside the real website on screen. That's really cool. Like here I want to say Jim Fahad. It's instantly changed. Awesome. Now if I want to add some breathing space at the top and bottom of this section, let's now select on this section by clicking on these 6 dots. So our section is now selected. Now from left go to top advanced tab. Now here you can see padding. So if we now increase the number of padding by clicking this up icon, you see it's getting a huge spacing all around it. But I only want the spacing at the top and bottom, not left and right. So to do that, let's make them 0 and click on this icon. So we are unlinking or unbinding it, and I only want to give it 100 pixel padding at the top, not 1000, 100, and 150 pixel padding at the bottom, like that. Now instead of this solid black color, if I want, I can add a background image. So to do that, let's go to style tab here, and underneath the color option you can see image. So click here to choose image. Now click on upload files, select files. Now let's select an image from this folder. I'm selecting this image and now click on open. By the way, if you want to get all the images I will be using for this website, you can go to jimfahaddigital.com/Elementor125. I will put that link in the description, and from that page, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see a link. Download the images I use in this tutorial. By clicking on that link, you can download all the images. So basically you will get a zip file, and after unzipping you will get all these images. These all images are royalty free, so feel free to download it and use it on your own website. Alright, now here this image is uploaded. Now click on insert media. You can see here is our background image, but we need to update its position so we can see it properly. So underneath the image from the left, you can see the position. Let's make the position to center, and let's make the attachment to scroll. That's actually the default settings, but if you want to have a nice parallax effect, you can select this fixed. So if we scroll down or scroll up, that image will be fixed at the background. That's really cool, but for now I want to keep the default settings. And repeat, let's make it no repeat. And size, I want to make this size to cover, so no matter how big is the section is, the background image will be resized and cover all the area of this section. Also we can add background overlay with it. You can see here background overlay option, so let's click here. Because you see our text color is white and our background is also kind of whitish, so we can add background overlay to make our text more easy to read. So from here, background type, let's click a black color. Click over here on this color palette and let's make it black. And then you can set the opacity from here. If you drag this to the right, this overlay will be more darker. If you drag it to the left, the opacity will be more lighter. So let's keep it something like 0.7. Alright. Now let's have a look what we can do with this text. So first click over on this text, and then you will see the options like you can make it H3, H4, H5. So by default it's H2. If we select H3, it will be smaller. If we select it H1, it will be more bigger. Also we can set the adjustment to centered or right aligned, left aligned, like that. Then if we go to style, we already see how you can change the text color. Also you will find the typography option. So if we click here on this pencil icon, you can give it a custom size. Like if we drag this size to the right, it will be more bigger. If we drag it to the left, it will be smaller. And here is the option for font weight. You can make the font weight more thinner or more bold. So you can set it to bold. And from transform, you can make it all uppercase, or you can make it all lowercase, or you can keep it default. Also you have options for line height, so you can increase or decrease the line height of this text. I'm keeping this default. And here's the option for letter spacing, so you can increase the letter spacing like that. You can decrease the letter spacing like this, but I want to keep it default. I'm just showing you what's possible. And when you are happy with it all, then you need to click on this update green button here. This is very important. You know, nothing sucks than losing your hard work. I did this mistake so many times. I can remember for a client I was doing a page. I almost designed the whole page, but I forgot to click on that update button and I lost all the work and I had to redo it. So never forget to click on this update button to save your work. So you are already familiar with Elementor. At least you already know how to handle this basic stuff. So now we can start creating our real website. So for now, let's delete this section. Oh no, my hard work has gone. Don't worry, we will make it more better. So let's now click on this plus icon, and now I want to take a 2-column section. So I'm clicking this structure. I want to make it full width. So from here, stretch section, I'm turning it on. And now first let's add some breathing space at the top and the bottom. So let's go to advanced, unbind the padding, and I want to add 100 pixel padding at the top and 150 pixel padding at the bottom. Here is our left column, here is our right column. So first inside the right column, I want to insert an image. So let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon here. We can just drag an basic image inside here. But instead of this basic image, I want an advanced image. So I'm looking for that. So here under Flux General, you can see advanced image. To get it, make sure you have installed Flux core elements that we already have installed. Otherwise, you will not get these widgets that's under this Flux General area, these widgets. These are basically coming from that Flux Core Elements plugin. So make sure you have installed that. Now let's drag this advanced image inside this column. So here it is, we need to put the image. Now let's click here to choose image, upload files, select files, and I want to select this image. So I'm clicking here, click on open. Now click on insert media. Okay, it looks very big, so image size I want to make it full size. And now I want to add a little bit margin at the right, so I'm going to advanced tab, unbind the margin, and only right I want to add 100 pixel of margin like that. And let's now go under settings tab here. Here's the option for preload image. I'm turning it on. You see a nice blurred loading effect. So there are a few other different options, but I like the blurred one. And here is the tilt effect. So right now if I hover over on it, nothing happens. But if I active the tilt effect, and now if I hover over on it, you can see a nice tilt effect when I hover over on it. Awesome. Now here's the option for colorized shadow. Let's turn it on. So you can see shadows around this image. I like it. Alright, let's go to our right column. So I'm clicking here on this plus icon. Let's add some text inside it first. So here's the text editor. I'm dragging it inside of this column. So like Microsoft Word, you can edit any text from inside here. So I'm putting some dummy text here. And let's now go to Style tab, click on Typography. I want to make the font size 15 pixel and font width, let's make it very thin, maybe 200. Yup. Alright, so now I want to add heading at the top of it. So let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon here at the top. And you know, I can easily just drag a heading at the top here like this. But this time I'm not doing this way because I want to make it a really cool looking heading, not a generic heading like this. If you want, you can keep it like this, but I want to make it really cool. So first let's delete this one. To delete it, just go over here on this pencil icon and right click. You'll find the option for delete. Let's click on delete. It's gone. Now first I'm gonna take an inner section at the top of this paragraph. So here's the inner section. I'm dragging it at the top of this paragraph here. And here you can see two columns, but I need only one column. So I'm deleting one. Right click here, delete this column. So inside of this column, I want to make that cool looking heading. And the reason I'm taking it inside a column because I want to reuse it all over the website. You can see that shortly. For now, just follow along. So let's now click on this plus icon and let's drag a heading inside of this column here. So this one I want it to say Jim Fahad. And let's go to Style tab, click on Typography. I want to make the letter spacing to 10 like this. And I want to duplicate this heading now. So to duplicate it, right click here and click on Duplicate. And the above one, I want it to say About Me. And now let's go to Content tab here. I want to make it really small. Let's make it H6. Now let's go to under Style tab and I want to change this text color. So click on this color picker. I want to take a greenish color like this. And then let's go to typography here. Here's the font weight. I want to make it 400 and transform. I want to make it all uppercase. Cool. Now I want to take another heading. So let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon here and I'm dragging another heading at the top of this two heading here, and I want it to say about, and I want to make it really big. So let's go under Style tab, click on Typography and let's make it really big. Let's keep it 148. Now I want to make this one color lighter. So now let's click on text color palette here. So I want to keep the same black color, but I want to reduce the opacity. You can reduce the opacity by dragging this to the left like this. Let's keep it like this. And now I want to add some negative margin. So to do that, let's go to Advanced tab, unbind the margin. I want to add some negative margin at the left. So I'm clicking here at the down arrow, or I can type it manually. So let's keep it -70. And also I want to add some negative bottom margin. So let's make it 135 like this. See, overall it makes a really nice effect. To make it more cooler, I want to add some animation with this big heading. So to add animation, we go to under this advanced tab. Here you can see motion effects. Let's click here and you can add different animations from here. First click here, you will see there are different options like fade in down, or we can select fade in right. Yes, I like this one. Here is the animation duration. By default it's normal, but you can make it slower or you can make it faster. I want to keep it normal. And let's add some animation delay. I want to add 600 ms. Cool. This time I don't want to lose my hard work, so now click on this update button to save our work. Cool, our first section is done. Now let's create our next section. So now scroll down. Now let's click on this plus icon in order to take a new section. Again, I want to take this single column section. I'm clicking here. Let's turn on the stretch section. And I want to add some space at the top. So I'm going to advanced, unbind the padding. And I only want to add some padding at the top. So maybe 50 pixel. Alright. Now inside of this column, I just want to copy this and paste this. Actually, that's the reason I keep it inside a single column. So now hover over on this column, right click here, click on copy. Now scroll down inside this section here, right click and click on paste. Cool. Now don't worry that this big text goes outside of our website. We cannot see it only because of this left menu bar of Elementor. If we minimize this, we can see it perfectly. See? So now expand the Elementor page builder, and underneath this section, I want to take a spacer, so that will create some space. So I'm clicking here on this Rubik's Cube icon, and here's this spacer. I want to take it underneath this all heading right here. You see here's the spacing. You can increase it by dragging it right, or you can decrease it. I want to keep it default. That's 50, like that. And then underneath that, I want to take inner section. I'm clicking on this Rubik's Cube icon. Here's the inner section. I'm dragging it underneath the spacer here. Now actually I want to make this our services section. So I want to put 2 or 3 different services here. So let's click on this plus icon first, and inside that I want to take an icon box. So here I'm searching for icon box. Here it is. Let's drag this inside of this column here. You can change everything inside of it. Let's say you are a photographer and photography is one of your service, so you can change this text to photography like that, and by default it's H3. We can make it H4. And then you can change this underneath text from here. So I'm putting here some dummy text like this. Also you can change this icon from here. So let's click here on icon box. You will find tons of icons from here, or you can search from the top field. I'm searching for photo or maybe camera. This one, let's select this one and click on insert. Now let's go to style tab here. First, I want to change the color of this icon to match with our website with that greenish color. So let's click on primary color picker here. So I want to select that greenish color. Cool. Now click outside. Now here you can play with this spacing, size and rotation. Let's make the spacing default 15 to 10. I want to make the size to 60 like this. And if you want, you can rotate this image like this. But I want to keep it default, so I'm removing this. Now let's open the content tab here because I want to change the font size of this text. So I'm clicking here on this typography of description. Now let's scroll down here. Font size, I want to make it 14 pixel like this. Alright. Now scroll up. Now let's go to advanced tab. Now I want to add some margin all around it. So let's add maybe 10 pixel of margin, and here's the padding option. Let's unbind the padding first. I want to add 25 pixel padding at the top and 25 pixel padding at the bottom, and 15 pixel padding at the right and 15 pixel padding at the left. Cool. Also, I want to add some box shadow with it. So to do that, here you can see border. I'm clicking here, and here's the option for box shadow. I'm clicking here on this pencil icon. Now from here, let's first select the box color, box shadow color. I want to keep it really thinner, lighter. So let's drag this to 0.2, or let's keep it 0.3 like this. Keep the horizontal 0, vertical let's make it 5. I want the blur to 30, and spread I want negative spread, maybe minus 15. Yep, and position outline is fine for me. Now I just want to duplicate this column couple more time. So hover over here on this column icon, right click here and click duplicate. Let's do it one more time, right click here, duplicate. And let's delete this empty one, right click, delete this. Now you may have different services like photography, you may have videography service or other services, so you can change anything, icons, heading and paragraph for each of it. So not to bore you, I'm doing it really quick. Alright, now I also want to change this text. So instead of Jim Fahad, here I want it to say services provided. And here instead of about me, I want it to say my services. And instead of this big about at the back, I want it to say services or service. Cool. Now click on update to save our work. So we have created our services section, and at the top we have completed our about me section. So now in between this about me section and services section, I want to add another section, that's a career section. And unlike these two sections, you don't have to do it from scratch because I have a gift for you. I already have made that for you. So let's see how you can use that. We already know underneath any section, if we want to create a new section, we need to click on this plus icon. But in between these two sections, if we want to create another section, so that means we want to take a section at the above of the service section. So we need to click on this plus icon here. So we can add a new section here by clicking on this plus icon. But as I said, we don't have to do that. I already have made that. We just need to import that section inside here. So instead of clicking on this plus icon, let's now click on this folder icon here. From here top, click on my templates. Here we have no templates at this moment. So to get a template, let's now click on this icon. This is the import icon. I'm clicking here. Then now click on this button, select file. And the folder download link I have given in the description. Inside that folder, you will find a subfolder says gift blocks. So let's click on this gift blocks. And inside there, you can see a JSON file says career-section.json. Now select this and click on open. Now here you can see inside my templates, here is career section, template added. So let's now just click here on this insert button. Here we go. So here is our career section with nice shape divider, and you can change everything inside of it, every text, each heading, the main heading, everything. So you can talk about your work history, your education, and if you want to change anything, just click over that. Like here, instead of software engineering, if you want to say computer engineering, you can do that over screen. Like I'm typing computer this way. Cool. Also underneath this, you will find your skills section with a nice progress bar. All these are editable. All you have to do, just click over here if you want to change this progress bar. So hover over on it, click on this pencil icon here. So here it says UI UX designer. Instead of that, if you want to say any other thing, you can change that from here. You can change the percentage. Right now it's 80. If you want to make it 100%, you can do it only by dragging right or left. Also, if you want to customize the design, you can go under style tab here. If you want, you can change this white color to any other color. So in a word, you can customize everything. Even if you don't like this cool shape divider, you can also change that. So to do that, you need to click on the 6 dot icon, and let's now click on style. And here you can see shape divider, click here. So right now it's waves brush. So if you want to change it to any other thing like curve, it's now curved, or if you want to make it tilt, it's now tilt. So this is the top shape. You see here top selected. Even if you want to change this bottom shape, you need to click on this bottom shape and you can change that from here. But for now, I also make the top one to waves brush. So I'm selecting top. Type from here, I want to select waves brush. Awesome. So this is our career section. Underneath that, here is our services section. And then I want to add a portfolio section. No matter if you are a photographer, no matter if you are a web designer, as a professional, you should have some kind of portfolio to show your clients. So first I want to duplicate this area. So to duplicate it, I'm clicking here on the 6 dot icon, right click here, and I'm clicking on duplicate. So here our services section is duplicated. Now here in this section, instead of service provided, I want it to say recent work. Here instead of my services, I want it to say see the outputs, and instead of that big service, I want it to say portfolio. Cool. Now I want to delete these columns because I want to add an image gallery here. So to delete it, let's click on this X icon here. Let's now go to here, click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and here I'm searching for modern gallery. This one, let's just drag this and drop it here. Our gallery is empty now. We need to insert our images here. So to do that, let's click on this plus icon here on the left. I'm clicking here. Now let's go to upload files, select files, and from inside this folder, I want to pick 10 images as our portfolio image. You can select multiple images at a time. If you are on a PC, just click on Ctrl key and select one after another. And if you are on a Mac, press Command and then select one after another. So I have selected 10 images and their height width is not similar. Let's now click on Open. All the 10 images are selected, and now click on Create a new gallery. And from here you can drag and drop, order or reorder these images as your wish, like this. Also you can reverse that by clicking here reverse order. You can do that again, reverse order. Now let's click Insert Gallery button here. Cool, here you can see all the images. They all have been cropped in same size, but I want them into their own size, and I want this section to look really cool. So to do that, from here gallery layout, by default it's grid. Let's make it masonry. I'm clicking here masonry, and here's the columns option. I want to make it 3. Also let's make the image spacing 10 to 15 like this. Okay, now click on this update button to save our work here. And still we cannot see this masonry effect inside this Elementor page builder. So if we want to have a look on the real feel of this masonry image gallery, we need to preview it from here. So let's click on this eye icon to preview the page. Now here this preview page, here is our About Me section. Underneath that, here is our career section, and underneath that, let's scroll down. Here is our services section. And then if we scroll down a little bit, you can see the nice masonry gallery here. It looks really amazing. Even if we now click on any of this image, like I'm clicking here, you can see the image with a nice light box. We can navigate through this right or left arrow. If I click on the right arrow, here is the next image, like this. Amazing. I really like it. So let's now close this and go back to our Elementor page builder here. So inside of Elementor, you may not see it working perfectly, but if you want to see the real result, you need to go to this preview page. Then you can see how it really looks. All right. Now underneath portfolio section, I want to add a call to action area with a video background. I know you're excited about it. So let's now click on this plus icon. I want to select this single column structure. Now let's click stretch section, turn on. And for this section, I want to give it a minimum height. So here you can see height. click here. I want to give it a minimum height. By default it's 400. I want to make it 550 pixel. So this is the height. Now I want to put a video background of this section. In order to do that, let's go to Style tab here, and here you can see background type. From there, let's click on this video icon, and here you can put any video link, no matter it's a YouTube or Vimeo link. Just copy a YouTube video link from URL, your browser URL, and paste it here. You can see the video background. Even you can set a start time and end time from here. So I want to give it a start time 55 seconds and end time let's keep the default 70. Also you can set the option if you want to play it once or if you want to make it loop, and then you can also add a background overlay over it. So I'm clicking here on background overlay. Here you can see background type. I'm clicking here on this paintbrush icon. Let's pick a color. I want to give it a black overlay, so I'm selecting black color, and you can control the opacity from here. If you drag it to the right, it will be more darker. If you drag it to the left, it will be more lighter. I want to make it a little bit darker, so I'm keeping 8.5. That's okay. I also want to add shape divider on this area. So from left scroll down, here you can see shape divider. Click here. Here is top selected. Let's select the type. I want the same waves brush. Even you can play with the width of this shape divider like this, but I want to keep it default. And height I want to make it 100 like this. Also I want to do the same with the bottom one, so I'm selecting bottom. Now click on type. I want to make it also waves brush, and also this one's height, let's keep it 100. Cool. Now inside of this I want to add a heading, so I'm clicking on this plus icon. Let's drag this heading inside of it, and I want it to say, let's capture this special moment. You can say it whatever you want, but first I want to make this one's color white, so I'm going under Style tab. Let's select the text color. I want to make this white. Now click outside, and I want to make it a bit bigger, so let's click on typography. Size, let's make it 58 pixel like this. Now let's go back to content tab. I want to make the alignment centered. Alright, now underneath this heading I want to add a call to action button. So let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon here. I'm dragging a button underneath this heading here. Before styling this button, I think this video background is distorting your attention. So for the moment, I'm disabling the video background. So I'm clicking on this section icon, and from under Style tab, here background. For the moment, let's just put a classic background image instead of video. So I'm selecting an image. Let's keep this image for now. Now click insert media. Actually, the video background was distorting our attention, what we are going to do with this button. That's why I'm temporarily using this solid image, background image. Now let's style this button. So let's click on this pencil icon here. First, this button is saying now click here. Instead of that, I'm changing the text from here. I want it to say, let's talk. And then alignment, I want to make it alignment center. And size here is small by default. If we want, we can make it medium or large or extra large. Let's keep it small. Also, if you want, you can add an icon with it. Like if we click on this icon and we select an icon, let's insert it. So you can see here is icon before the text. If you want, you can set the icon after the text like this. So you can change the icon position from here. But for now, I don't want any icons. So I'm clicking on this delete icon here. Now let's go to Style tab. I want to change its font size. So let's go to typography and let's make the font size to 18 pixel. Alright. Now I want to add some border radius with the corners of this button. So here you can see the border radius option. So I want to give it 25 pixel border radius. And I want to add some padding inside this button, so I'm unlinking this padding. So I want to give it 13 pixel padding at the top and 13 pixel at the bottom, 40 pixel at the right and 40 pixel at the left, like this. Cool. Now if you want, you can add an hover animation. So let's go to advanced, not advanced, let's go to style tab, and here you can see normal and here is the hover. So let's now click on hover, and if you want any hover animation, you will find that from here. Like if you select the push animation, and if you now hover over on it, you see a push effect here. Then if you select the pulse and now hover over, here is a pulse effect, but the more simpler, more better. So let's select grow. Now let's have a look. Yep, it looks perfect. Now let's go to content here. Here you can link this button to anywhere else. So you can link it to your other website, your Facebook account, anywhere, but I want to make this button interesting. I want it something like if anyone click on this button, they can directly make a call to us. So how can I do that? So let's go to jimfahaddigital.com/Elementor125. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see a code, clickable phone number. Copy this and let's go back to our Elementor page builder. Here link, remove the hash and paste the code. Here it's my phone number, you will put your phone number here. So in this place you will be putting your phone number. So now if anyone click on this button, they will make a direct call to our phone. Cool. Now I want to add a divider in between this button and this heading. So let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon. Here is a divider. I'm dragging this in between them. Here we cannot see it because we need to change its color. So I'm going under style tab. I want to make it the same greenish color. And here is the width. Let's make the width to 3. And right now the gap is huge. So I want to reduce it to 2. And let's go to content. And here width is now in percentage. I want to make it in pixel. Let's make it 200 pixel. And alignment, let's make it centered like this. Awesome. Now let's click update to save our work. We are almost done with our website. Now I want to add a pricing table underneath this area, and I also have pre-made that for you. So no worries, you don't have to do that from scratch. So let's now click on this folder icon here. Go to my templates. Now click on this import icon. Click on select file. From inside that folder, let's go inside gift blocks folder. Here you will find pricing table.json file. So I'm selecting this one and let's now click open. So here is pricing table section added. Let's now click on insert button here. Here we go. So no matter if you have a product or service, you can create this kind of pricing table for you, and you can change everything inside of this. So just hover over on any text. You can see the text editor here at the left, so you can just type inside here and everything will be changed. Now let's create our next section that I also have created for you. That's our contact section. So let's now click on this folder icon again. Click on this import icon here, select files, and here you will find contact-section.json. Select this and click open. So here is our contact section block added. Now click on insert. Cool. So in this contact section, in the left, you can change your address from here. You can just type inside here. You can change your contact number from here, and you can change your email address from here. You can change this icon. You already know that how to change this icon and their color. And here is your social media icons. So if you want to change any of these, just click on this pen icon here. So here you can add your all social media accounts like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. If you want to add more, just click here, add item button, and then you can add your other social media icons. And if you don't have any of these, just click on this X, so it's instantly gone, deleted. So if you want to link it to your Facebook page, just click here on this Facebook. Then here you can see link. Just you need to put your Facebook link here. Same for Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Just put your Instagram account link here. Put your LinkedIn account link here like this. And you can change these shapes. From here you can see the shape is now circle. If you want to make it square, click on square. But I like the circle one. You can make it alignment center, right or left. Then let's go under style tab. From here you can change the color. Right now it's black color. If you want to change it to anything else, you can do it from here. Also you see here we have selected custom color, but if you want their official color, you can pick this official color. So now they are on their official colors, but I want them in black. Cool. Okay, so now we can move on to step number 6, which is to create a new contact form. So having a contact form on your website is a must-have. It allows anyone to be able to contact you professionally for inquiries or questions, or maybe you're selling products, whatever it might be. Having a contact form is just absolutely necessary for a professional website. And I will be showing you the easiest way. So I want to put that contact form on this right column. So let's click on this plus icon here. And from the left widgets, I'm searching for contact. And we will be selected the easiest one that's provided by Flux. So again, make sure you have this Flux Core Elements plugin activated. Otherwise, it won't work. We have it activated. So let's now go back to Elementor Page Builder. Now drag this Flux contact form inside of this column here. Now you only need to do a single thing. That's you need to put your email address here. So I'm putting mine. So this is the email address where you want to receive the email. So whenever anyone comes to your website and they fill up this form and click on submit, you will receive that into your this email address. That's all. We are done with our contact form. Now I want to show you an interesting thing, like we have pricing table here and here's the book now button. So I want it to behave like when anyone clicks on this book now button, the page will be jumped to this contact form section. So these buttons will be jump buttons. Let's see how we can do that. So before that, we need to know each section has its own CSS ID. To get that, click on these 6 dot icons and let's now go under Advanced tab. Here you can see a field CSS ID. So here you need to put an unique ID, like I'm putting here contact section together, no space in between them. And let's now go to buttons here. Let's now click on this pen icon here. And here you can see the link option. So I want to link it to contact section, the CSS ID name of this section. And we need to put a hash before that. And there is no dash because we haven't put any dash, like this hash, then this section CSS ID. Now I want to do the same with other buttons. So I'm copying this one. Let's now select this button. Here I want to put the same ID. Also for this button, I want to put the same ID. Now have a look. If we now click on this book now button, it jumps to the contact section. Cool. Now I want to add the last section of our page, that's a Google map. So let's now click on this plus icon here. I want to select a single column structure. Now make the stretch section turn on. And for this one, content width, I want to make it full width. Now let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon and I'm searching for map. Here's the Google map. Let's drag this inside this section. Cool. So here is our Google map. You can change your address from here. You can change the zoom. By default, it's 10. If you want to be more zoom in, then you can increase the number. But I like the default one. You can change the height. You can make it more longer like this. But I want to have it default. So I'm removing this. And also if you have a close look, you can see some spaces around this map, but I don't want this space. So let's now click on the 6 dot icon and here you can see column gap default. I want to select no gap. It looks really cool now. Also, I want to show you another thing. If you want to make this Google Map black and white, you can do that. So let's click on this pen icon and go under the style tab here. Here you can see the CSS filter. Let's now click here. And if you reduce the saturation here to the very left, it now becomes black and white. Also, if you want to make it colorful when you hover over on it, let's now go to this hover tab here and let's now click on CSS filter and here make the saturation 100. So if we now hover over on it, it's colorful and in general it's black and white. Alright, so here is our footer. We need to customize that, and here is our header. It still says Jim Fahad Production. We will be adding our logo, and here we will add our menus. And here if we now click on this top menu, that will take us to the top of our page. Now we can move to our step number 7, customize our header and footer. So here on the top left on the header, we will have menus. As it's a single page website, we need to make those jump buttons. That means when you click on any button, that will jump to the specific part of this page. So we need to link those top menus with this CSS ID of these sections. So before creating the menu, let's first add CSS ID with all these sections. I want to do it really fast. So this is the About Me section. Let's select this section. Now go under Advanced tab and here's the CSS ID. I want to name it About Me. Then here's the next section. Now select this section. Go to under Advanced tab. I want to name it Career. Then go to the next section. Let's select this section. Go to under Advanced tab. And I want to name this CSS ID to Services. So I'm doing this with all the sections because I don't want to make you bored. You already understand how to do that. Now let's click on this update button to save our work. Now click on this top hamburger menu here and let's now click exit to dashboard because we want to go back to our WordPress dashboard now. So let's now create our menu from appearance. Here you can see menus. Let's click here, menus. Then here you can name your menu anything. I always love to keep it main menu, no matter what the name is, because no one can get to see what's the menu name. Let's now create menu. And inside this menu, I want to add those custom CSS ID links. So from left, you can see custom links. Let's click here. So the first menu should say About Me. And I want to link it to that CSS ID. That's About Me. So hash About Me. Now click add to menu. Then the next one, Career, because after About Me section we have our Career section, and let's link it to Career. Now click on add to menu. And again, not to bore you, I'm creating other menus really quick because you already understand how to do it. Okay, I have added all the menus here. Let's now click on save menu here. Now let's go to our website from top left. Click on visit site. I'm opening it from a new tab. So here is our website, but we cannot still see the menu at the top. Why is that? Let's now go back to our WordPress dashboard. Here in the menus underneath here, you can see display location. So we need to select its location. I'm selecting now header primary navigation here, and let's now save the menu. Now let's go back to our front end of the website and now refresh the page. Here we go. Now if we click on Career menu, it now jumps to the Career section. If we click on Portfolio, it jumps to the Portfolio section. It looks really awesome. If we now click on Contact from top, it jumps to the Contact From section. Awesome. Now I want to add logo at the top left, also our fab icon. So to do that, let's click here at the top, customize. So here it is our customizer. From here left, click on site identity. Now here is the option for adding logo. So let's now click here on select logo. Now go to upload files, select files. Inside that folder you will find also a logo, or you can put your own logo. So this is the logo. I'm selecting this one. Now click on open. Now click on select. No, I don't want to crop this, so click on skip cropping. So here is our logo. Awesome. Now I also want to add a fav icon here. Like if you go to jimfahaddigital.com, you can see a fav icon at the browser top. Here this little tiny icon. So I also want to add that. So from left scroll down. Here at the bottom you can see site icon. Let's click here, select site icon. Now go to upload files, select files, and from inside this folder, here I made a fav icon. Select this and now click open. Now click select, skip cropping. We can see it now instantly. Now here at the top you can see the text home. It's too weird to see a text home on the home page. So we want to remove that. So now from left scroll up, click here to go back. Now click here page, then click here page title. Now here you can see display title bar section. I'm disabling this one. Now that weird home text is gone. Now let's click here publish to save our work, and now click on this X to close this. So far this page looks really amazing. All the section looks super modern, slick and professional. If you want, you can keep your site like this, but I want to make it a little bit cooler. So to do that, I want to add a nice before after slider in this place. And I want to do that using, of course, Elementor. So let's click here, edit with Elementor. So now here at the top, I want to add that before after slider. So let's now click on this plus icon to add that section. Let's now click on this plus icon. I want to take this single structure. Now let's click stretch section, turn on, and I want to make the content width to full width, and I want to give it a minimum height. And this time I want to give this height not in pixel but VH. VH means vertical height. So I want to display this section at the full height of that device. So I'm selecting that VH from here, and I want to make that VH 100. That means 100% height of the device. Now let's click here on this plus icon, and I'm searching for before after slider. So here it is. Now let's drag this inside here. I want to make the image size full, so I'm making them full for both. Now let's add our before and after images. So in the first one, I want to add a black and white image, and the second one, I want to add a colorful image. So let's now select the first one, go to upload files, select files, and I want to select this black and white image. Let's open it. Now click on insert media. Whoa, it's a half. And now select our second image. I'm clicking on this choose image, upload files, select files. Now let's select our colorful image. Here it is. Now click on open. Now click on insert media. Awesome. You can make your photo black and white version using Photoshop, or you can just Google it with the keyword black and white photo maker online. You will find tons of online software, websites. You can make a black and white version of your photo, and you can create this kind of cool looking before after slider at your website. Now underneath this section, I want to add another section. Really quickly, just follow along. Now let's click on this plus icon to take a new section. I also want to take a single structure. Let's make this one straight. I want to give it a minimum height. Let's make it 300. And column position, I want to make it top. And I actually want to make this one inside this before and after slider. So to do that, I want to give this section some negative margin. So I'm going to advanced, unbind the margin, and I want to give it minus 300 pixel. So it's now inside our slider here, and here inside of it I want to take two heading. So I'm clicking on this plus icon, dragging the heading inside of it. Let's make it centered, and I want it to say hello. Now let's go to style. I want to make it white. Now let's go to typography. I want to make it really big. So let's make it 200 pixel like this. and here is the line height. Let's make it 0.8 and letter spacing, let's make it 10 like this. And I also want to add some text shadow with it. So here's the text shadow option. I'm clicking on this pencil icon. Let's select the color. By default it's 0.3, let's make it 0.5. Now click outside, rest is fine. Now underneath hello, I want it to say Jim Fahad personal website or Jim Fahad personal portfolio, a text like that. So let's now click on this Rubik's Cube icon. I'm dragging another heading underneath this hello. I want it to say Jim Fahad personal portfolio. I want to make it centered. Now let's go to style tab, text color, I want to make it white. Now let's click on typography. I want to make the font size 28 pixel and font weight, let's keep it 700 like this. Now I want to do one last thing, that is I want to create a jump button menu here. Then actually I will delete the main heading because I want to make this page looks really unique. So let's now click on this plus icon here. Now let's take another new section, single column structure. Let's make this one a stretch section, turn it on, content width full width, and column gap, let's make it no gap. Now click on this plus icon and I'm searching for menu. Here is the Flux navigation menu. Let's drag this inside this full width section. So here you can see by default menu, here main menu that's we have created, it's selected automatically. So we can see about me, career, services, portfolio, pricing, contact, all this. Also you can select the mobile design from here. So if we select the hamburger, this menu, we cannot see it now, but on mobile it will be look like this. On a hamburger we can see that shortly. Now let's go to style tab. Before styling, let's go to advanced tab first because I want to give it padding all around it, 10 pixel. Now let's go to style tab and first I want to make them centered. So here text align, let's make it centered. Now I want to give this section a greenish background. So let's now click on this section icon. Now go to styles. Now let's select background type classic and I want to give it that greenish color. Alright, now let's check this menu is working perfectly. So if we now click on pricing, it jumps to the pricing area, so it's working perfectly. Now let's click on update to save our work. Now let's click on the top hamburger icon, click on exit to dashboard. Now from top, click on visit site. So this is our website right now, and as we have created this menu, we don't need this one anymore. But of course this is my personal choice, you can keep it if you want, as it's a single page portfolio website. So that's why I want to hide this heading. So let's now click on customize. Now from left click on header. Now at the top here click on header section, and from here you can see header layout. Scroll down. Now click on no header if you don't want to show this header. So I'm clicking on no header. Our header is gone, but you can see here is some empty space. This is coming from theme, so I also want to reduce that. Not reduce, I completely remove that. So let's now go back one more time. Now let's go to page, then page layout. Here you can see display content top margin. Let's disable this. Done, there is no top margin. Let's now click on publish to save it. Now click on X to exit. So here is our cool looking personal portfolio website. Here is the nice before and after slider. If we slide it to the left, you can see the full colorful image. If we slide to the right, you can see the black and white image. It looks really cool. Then underneath that we have our menu here. So this is our jump menu. So if we click on about me, it jumps to the about me section. And on hover, here is nice tilt effect with this image. Then we have our career section here. I love this section. Then here is our services section. Now here is our portfolio section with nice masonry images. Then here is our call to action section. Then here is our pricing table, and underneath that we have our contact form, and then we have our Google map, and then here is our footer underneath here. So now we can customize our footer, like we can add a footer menu here on the right side with some pages like privacy policy or cookie policy, or if you have affiliate links inside your website, you should have a disclaimer page. So now we can move to our step number 8, create a new page. Yes, this is a single portfolio page website, but still you should know how to add a new page. Like as I said, you may need to add privacy policy, disclaimer, that kind of pages. So let's add our footer menu first. So let's now click on customize here at the top. Now let's scroll down to the footer of our page. From left bar, click on footer, then again click here footer. Now you can see footer layout. Let's select the third layout, this one. So here is our copyright text, and on the right side we will be adding a footer menu. If you want to change this text, you can change it from here, but I'm happy with it. Let's now create our footer menu. So let's now go back one more time. Now let's click on menus. We already have one menu, that's main menu, that we are using as our jump menu. So now let's create a new menu for our footer. Click here, create new menu. I want to name it footer menu. Now this time check this one, footer navigation. Now click on next. Now click add items. Here we want to add some pages like privacy policy or terms of use, disclaimer, this kind of pages. So we can create our pages from here. You can see here is a field add new page. So let's now create first terms of use. Click add. Then now add cookies policy. Click on add. Now let's add a disclaimer page. Click on add. Now let's minimize it and have a look. Now you can see there are 3 links created: terms of use, cookies policy, and disclaimer. Let's now click on publish to save it. Now click X to close this. Now if we go to our WordPress dashboard, now from pages, let's click on all pages. Here you can see our cookies policy, disclaimer, and terms of use pages are created. So here's cookies policy. Let's now click on edit. You already know how to create a page using Elementor. So you can create that using Elementor page builder. But for the pages like cookies policy, disclaimer, or terms of use, these are actually basic pages. To get an idea, let's go to entrepreneur.com, and if we scroll down to their footer, you can see they also have their terms of use, privacy policy, cookies policy page. So if we go to their cookies policy page, you see this is a pretty simple page with only texts. So to create this kind of simple pages, we will be not using Elementor. We can create this kind of pages using this classic editor. So for now, let's just copy the text from entrepreneur.com cookies policy page. Don't just copy and paste their text inside your website. I'm just giving you an example. Now let's go to our WordPress dashboard and paste the text inside this editor. This editor is very easy to use. It's similar like Microsoft Word. Like if you want to make this one bold, you can just select that and you can click this bold icon here. So it's now bolded. Also you can add any heading here, like if I write here cookies policy, just select this text and from top here, click here and let's make it heading 2 like this. And on the right you can see here template. Let's keep the default template. And if we scroll down, we'll find couple more options, like you can select different layout, different sidebar options, and underneath that, here you can see display content top margin. So you may remember for home page we have removed that top margin, but specifically on this page we want that top margin. So let's now click here and select yes. Now click here on update. Now let's go back to our front end from top. Let's click on visit site, and if we now scroll down to the bottom of our page, on the footer right here is the cookies policy. Let's click here cookies policy. Here is our simple and plain cookies policy page. So in the same way you can create your terms of use and disclaimer pages. We can move on to step number 9, which is how to create a blog post. So if you want to start a blog, you don't have to do anything extra. Everything is already ready for you. From dashboard, just go here on the left posts, and from there click on add new. And from this page you can write about anything. All you need to do, just give here a title of your blog post, like I'm giving here how to start a photography business, and then start writing whatever you know about that stuff inside this classic editor. So I'm putting some dummy content here, and then from right you can create a category for your post. To do that, click here add new category. Like if you want to post it under photography category, just type photography here and click add new category, and then scroll down. Here you can see there is option for set featured image. So you can set a featured image. For this, let's now click here. You can upload a new photo from your computer. I'm just using this one. Now let's click here set featured image. When you are done with your all writings, then just click here on this publish button. Then if you want to create another post, click here at the top add new, or you can always go to there from the top posts. Under that you will find add new. So click there and write your second post, third post, 100th post. So again, not to bore you, I'm creating couple more posts because I want to show you how you can add your posts inside the home page. Okay, I have created some dummy blog post. I actually made 4. And here is one says hello world. It came with WordPress by default. So I want to delete this one. So let's click on trash. It's gone. So now let's go to our front end of the website. Now let's click edit with Elementor. Now inside our home page, let's scroll down. Not at the very bottom, maybe here at the top of the contact section. Let's add another section. Let's now click on this plus. Now click here. Let's select a single column structure. Let's make this one stretch. Content width, let's make it full width. And column gap, let's make it no gap. And let's now go to advanced. I only want to add some padding at the top, maybe 50 pixel and 50 pixel at the bottom. Now inside this section, click on this plus, and from left widgets I'm searching for posts. Here you can see tiles post. Let's drag this inside this section. Here it is. So you have different layout options, like I want to have this layout. Cool. Now let's go to content. By default here 8 posts will be shown. I want to make it 4. Also there are tons of customization options. You can play with it all. Now let's click on this update button to save our work. Okay, we can now go to our last step. That's step number 10. Edit our website for mobile and tablet. So making sure that your website looks great on mobile and tablet as well as desktop. What we're seeing at this moment, this is our desktop view and it's looking perfectly fine, professional and modern looking. Now we need to make sure that it looks also perfect on tablet and mobile device. So how can we check that? From here left at the very bottom you can see a responsive mode icon here. Let's now click here. From here we can preview the tablet and mobile view. So let's first have a look how it looks on tablet. So now click on tablet here. First we need to fix our top area. So to do that, let's click on this section icon. And you may remember on desktop we set minimum height to 100% VH, but on tablet let's make it 500 pixel like this, and you can see it's only applicable for tablet. Here you can see the tablet icon. Whatever changes we are making right now won't affect on mobile device or desktop. So we are now only working for tablet device. Now we can reduce the font size of this hello text because it looks too big on tablet. So let's click on this pen icon, go to style, and from typography let's now drag this to the right. Let's keep it 110, and on desktop we have given some margin on this section, so let's click on this section icon here. Let's now go to advanced. Now unbind the margin. On desktop we have given it -300. For tablet let's give it -200 maybe. Yep, it looks good on tablet. And let's now go to layout. Also now let's change the minimum height for this section. Let's keep it 200. Now we cannot see the navigation menus here. So to enable it, let's click on this pencil icon, and from left here you can see display burger toggle on. Let's make it also on for tablet. Now you can see the hamburger menu icon here. So if we click on it, we can see now our all the menus here perfectly. Now close this. Now let's fix the next section for tablet. So first I want to reduce the font size of this about text. So I'm selecting this one. Now let's go to style. Then let's go to typography. And let's make the font size 100 pixel. And you may remember it's only for tablet device. So as long as you can see this tablet icon, these changes are only applicable for tablet devices. Now let's go to advanced, unbind the margin, and bottom I want to give it -135 pixel, and left let's give it -20 pixel like this. And now let's click on this image on this pencil icon. Let's now go to advanced, unbind the margin, and I only want to give 20 pixel margin at the right, or maybe 30. And now let's click on this column icon, and only on tablet I want to make it vertical align middle. Perfect. Now scroll down. Our career section looks perfect on tablet. Our services section looks perfect. Now scroll down. Our portfolio and call to action section looks perfect. Pricing tables looks perfect. Here is our blog section looks perfect on tablet device, and contact section also looks perfect as well. Cool. Now let's have a look how it looks on mobile device. So from left, let's now click on here. We need to fix this top area. Now let's have a look how other sections are looking so far. It's looking perfect. Career section looks perfect. I really love its look on mobile device. Here's the services section looks perfect. Here's the portfolio, and here's the call to action button here. On mobile device we can reduce the font size of this text. So let's now click on this pencil icon here. Now let's click on typography, and you can see here mobile icon. So whatever we're changing right now, it's only applicable for mobile device. So let's now make it 28 pixel. It's too small for this area. Let's now make it 40. Yep, it looks perfect. Now let's scroll down. Pricing area looks perfect. Blog section looks really nice, and here is our contact area. Everything looks nice and organized, and here is our contact form also looks great, and here is our map. Alright, we only need to fix the top area of our website, so this area. So let's now click on this section icon, and on mobile device we don't need any minimum height for this section, so let's make it 0. Let's now reduce the font size of this hello on mobile device. Let's now click on typography, and let's make it maybe 30. Let's make it 80 like this. And now select this section, go to advanced. Now unbind the margin. Only on mobile device I want to give it some padding at the top only. So unbind the padding here, and I only give it to 20 pixel padding at the top. And on mobile device I want to give it a black background color, so it would look really great, I think. So let's now go to Style tab. From here we can see a background only for mobile device, because you can see here mobile icon, so it won't affect on tablet or desktop view. So let's now choose an image, upload files, select files. I want to select this black image. Now click on open, insert media. Now this area looks perfect. Now scroll down. Now from mobile, if you click on this hamburger, menu items pops up perfectly. Now close this. This area looks perfect, and the rest of the website looks really amazing right now. Now let's click on update to save our work. Now let's go to top hamburger icon here and click on exit to dashboard. From top, let's click on visit site. Let's have a final look of our website. We have checked it's already looking perfect from mobile device and tablet device, and we're having a final look from our desktop. Top slider looks amazing. Here is our jump buttons. Here is our about me section. Here is our career section, looks perfect. Here is our services section, looks perfect. Portfolio look awesome. Now let's scroll down, looks perfect. Here is our packages. Our all pricing table looks perfect. Here is all blog post. Contact section looks perfect. Maps and footer looks also perfect. Awesome. So everything is working, all the buttons, each section looks great and working perfectly. Awesome. Alright guys, so that was how to create a personal portfolio WordPress website step by step. If you have enjoyed the video, please give video a thumbs up. And if you want more awesome tutorials on how to create websites from scratch, how to make money with your websites, and all sorts of website related videos, then please hit that subscribe button. You will not be sorry. Alright guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.